Hello and welcome to Brainy Gardener. Today it is all about how to grow and care for the king of the agaves. The king of the agaves, Agave nickelsiae, is an evergreen succulent of breathtaking beauty, native to northwestern Mexico. It has thick green leaves with white or cream stripes on them. The stripes crisscross and spread in longitudinal lines along the length of each leaf. The leaves are topped with a stout, black spine that contrasts nicely with the white and green coloration of the leaves. It has a very distinctive appearance that makes it stand out among other types of succulents. It makes an excellent addition to any space because it can grow in many different environments and doesn't require much attention once established. This agave was previously miscategorized as Agave Ferdinandi Regis. Agave nickelsiae is a very easy plant to care for. It can survive in almost any environment and doesn't require much attention at all. King of the agaves prefers full sun to light shade. In most cases, it prefers direct sunlight for at least a few hours a day. But in particular harsh sunlight, some shade is appreciated. In sunny climates, consider placing your agave in a shadier spot. It thrives best in full sun to light shade. It is recommended to place the plant near a south or southeast-facing window, and that will work great for its health. Agave nickelsiae is drought-tolerant, but it also appreciates regular watering. In particular, the plant needs more water during its spring growth spurt. During this time, allow the soil to become dry to about 1 inch below the surface before watering again. But don't forget to ensure the water drains out quickly after watering. After this initial growth period has passed, which is usually around July, water the plant less often and only when the soil is completely dry. Water very lightly in the winter and fall, when growth is suspended. King of the agaves needs average temperatures of around 50 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal growth. It is incredibly winter hardy, as it can withstand temperatures as low as 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Therefore, it can be grown outdoors in USDA zones 7 and above. The ideal temperatures during warm spring and summer are around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and during cooler periods of fall and winter are around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Average room humidity is fine, but don't let it drop below 30%. Most homes have this level of moisture naturally. Agave nickelsiae is a light feeder, so fertilize it once every 6 months with a balanced fertilizer. Use half the recommended strength for indoor plants. The plant will also benefit from slow-release organic pellets or compost when available. It is better to fertilize it with a standard liquid fertilizer after every 2 weeks during spring and summer. Ensure not to feed during fall and winter. King of the agaves can be propagated by offsets. Propagation from offsets is the fastest and most reliable method of production. These agave plants produce offshoots from the base of the mother plants that can be easily removed to begin the process of production of a new plant. Start the process by making sure that your parent plant is well established and healthy. Once you have chosen an offset to propagate, cut it off from the parent plant. A removed shoot may be planted immediately into a container if it has roots and no wound at the base. It will take around 5 days for a removed shoot with no roots and a wound to completely dry out and heal if the same is kept in a cool, well-ventilated area. After that, plant the offset in soil that has sufficient drainage and ventilation. Usually, it will survive and take root in a few days. Water thoroughly and place the container in a sunny spot. The new agave will begin to grow roots. King of the agaves does not need to be repotted often, but you can repot it every 2 years if it becomes root-bound and looks poor. Spring is the right time to repot as the plant is just entering the growth phase. Choose a large, deep pot that has drainage holes in the bottom. A clay pot is best because it holds moisture well and allows for good drainage. The best soil for agave is loose, well-draining, and slightly acidic. The best place for your agave is in a sunny location. You should be able to move the container around to catch the sun throughout the day. Remove the agave from its container. Use a towel to loosen the stuck soil around the roots. Remove any dead or dying leaves from the plant and discard them. If any of the leaves are damaged but still alive, cut them off at their base with a sharp razor so that they don't cause problems. Fill the new pot with new soil and place the agave in it. Water well and you are done. King of the Agaves is mildly toxic to humans and animals. This plant sap can irritate the skin and cause rashes. It's best to wear gloves when working around your plant and wash your hands after handling it. These plants are susceptible to agave snout weevils, scale insect slugs, and snails. The agave snout weevil is a common pest of agave plants. The snout weevil is a small black beetle that lays its eggs inside the plant. When the larvae hatch, they eat the agave from the inside out. To prevent infestation, remove any damaged leaves from your plant. Scale insects are a common pest of agave plants. They look like small, brown, or black bumps on your plant's leaves or stems. You can remove them using horticultural oils or rubbing alcohol. Slugs and snails are common pests of agave plants. They eat the leaves, stems, and buds of your plant, leaving behind small holes. Use a pesticide or organic slug bait to kill them off. Root rot, sunburn, and frostburn are the most common problems of Agave nickelsiae. Root rot is a common problem in agave plants. It's caused by too much water and poor drainage, which leads to rotting roots. You can prevent root rot by planting your agave in well-draining soil and keeping the plant from standing in standing water for more than a few minutes at a time. Sunburn is another common problem in agave plants. It's caused by too much harsh sun exposure, which can burn your plant's leaves. You can prevent sunburn with shade cloth or other shade over your agave when it starts to grow tall. Frostburn is another common problem in agave plants. It's caused by cold weather and can leave your plant looking withered and dead. To prevent frostburn, keep your agave indoors or in a greenhouse during winter.